G'day humans, day 12 wrap. You can probably see from these shocking looking eyes I've got at the moment. Didn't get too much sleep last night. Either did my wife. Just a little bit stressed and tired. Yesterday was epic, such a good day. Someone's come and put that there in the middle of the night. Anyway, so yesterday was epic. We had this huge day. We got this private driver, which cost us $70 for a day, and it was the best idea. And we went on this huge drive. We left at 9. We got back at 6.
This is Indra statue.
Okay, we're back on the road. And we're going on a big excursion today out to the Rice Terraces, the Holy Temple, Ancient Temple, Waterfall. Charlie might do a swing. What are you looking forward to, Paddy?
I'm looking forward to going on the big swing.
Oh, you're going to go on the swing, do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, see what you think when you get there. Charlie?
I'm looking forward to doing the swing. I really hope it's really scary and it has a really good view. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. Stop pinching me.
Hey, Jazzy?
Well, I'm looking forward to
Talk up.
swimming in the waterfall.
Swimming in the waterfall, I'm not surprised.
I'm just looking forward to seeing everything. And
When we get out of all the temples.
when we get out of it.
I don't like looking at temples. It's like
I'm just looking forward to a big adventure.
the giant
And we went to the Ceking Rice Paddies, went on the swings. My son did a zipline. So you'll see the Rice Terraces have two names. There's the Ceking Rice Terraces and there's the Tegallalang Rice Terraces. And they're exactly the same place, they just got two different names. And there's a various kind of different packages you can get when you go there. The package we got, because one of my oldest son wanted to do the zip line, and that's quite expensive. That was about 30 to 35 Australian dollars by itself. Or you can get a swing package where you can do about 3 or 4 different swings for around the same price, about $25, $30 Australian, that is. You can just do one swing if you want to, and you get this photo packages. There's a little restaurant there as well. So what we did is the two of our kids, the younger two, got the swing package. My oldest son got the zip line, and that's what they did. And it was like, it's really fun. It's not a particularly different or spectacular rice terrace to many others that you'll just come across in the Ubud area. But then in addition to the swings and the zip lines and all the little paths and tracks you can follow, does make it really fun. And we ended up staying here probably about an hour longer than I expected us to. I thought, oh, we'll just go and have a swing and that'll be done. But we ended up staying there for a good couple of hours, and it was really, really quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, mate.
You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and go.
Let's go! Going backwards! Woo!
What's up?
go! Oh my, look at that view!
Hey, what do you think?
Oh, it was really good. I can't see much rice paddies down there, but over there, there's so many. You can see a lot.
Is it fast?
Yeah, it's pretty fast. At the start, you go pretty fast, and then they've got like this weird lock thing that when you hit, it slows you down. I think it actually is worth $30. Might be a bit too expensive, but it's pretty good.
All right, sweet. Let's go to the next thing. Yeah, buddy. You go, buddy.
No higher.
Yes, higher!
No higher. Yes, higher. No higher.
Yes, higher.
Yes, higher!
Lean back your body. Lean
Back.
Yes, higher, Jazz! Yeah, she's probably just gonna Yeah!
Alrighty, quick review. We're at the Ceking Rice Paddies, about half an hour north of the centre of Ubud Bali, Indonesia, or Indonesia. Here it is. They've been here for about 2 hours. Look, at first, I was a bit not so confident it was going to go well, just because the kids are talking a big game about doing these huge swings that are going to go over the valley, and my oldest want to go on a zip line, and it's $30 a shot, and yeah, for 12 seconds of entertainment or whatever, half a second's worth of entertainment each. Anyway, we did it, and it was actually awesome, and the kids had a really great time. We got some amazing photos and video, and it's all set up pretty well. We're here on a Sunday as well, which we're told was a busy day. It's not too bad, you know. The only thing is that the rice paddies at the moment are brown because they've just picked them all, harvested them all. So they come when they're green, but you know, don't really get that choice. You're either here or you're not. And if you go up the valley, I just flew the drone further over the valley. Super green in the next valley. Yeah, so it's a bit pricey. I think we spent well over $100 here, but we've got a couple of hours of entertainment for 5, and yeah, I've enjoyed it. Definitely worth it. People are actually working these rice paddies, by the way. Rice terraces there. They're not for show. There's a couple of the big swings. The 1,000 little Instagram points up there for those who are down with such things. There's the zip line, goes from there all the way across to over there, then you walk up and you come back. So my son really rated it, he loved it. No. There's no package deals really. Can't get a family package or bundle a couple of things together. You just pay out right for each thing, which I guess gives you the choice to choose what you do and don't want to do. I've seen people walking over here, but I'm really not sure how you get there. Anyway, I'll work that out. But do it. You're in Ubud, do it. We went out to the Holy Water Temple, the Hindu Holy Water Temple, and stuck our head underneath the holy water. So the actual name of the holy springs is the Pura Tirta Empul, where the Tirta Empul stands for holy spring that bubbles from the earth. Now this is a Hindu temple, and it's associated with Vishnu, which is the Hindu god of water. It was built way back in 962 AD, and according to local legend, King Maya Denawa was who poisoned the waters to defeat his enemies in the area, and Vishnu struck the ground to create this holy spring and basically restore health and purity to water in the area. Now, tourists are more than welcome. It cost us about $30 to get in there for the 5 of us. I think it was $7.50 roughly Australian per adult and $5 roughly for the kids. I think kids under 5 are free. And they did give you like a sarong and the clothing that they'd like you to wear while you're in there. Obviously, you want to have your swimmers underneath, because one of the big things to do here, and you don't have to do it, is to put your head under the 13 fountains, and then you say kind of like an intention or a prayer under each of the fountains to kind of bring them true. And that's kind of the traditional custom of coming here to the holy springs. Now, there is this little change area that they provided for you, so you can go off. Like I said, that they gave us, we didn't have any sarongs, and they just gave us some to use while we were there. And there's a little change room. It's not particularly nice. It's a bit smelly. It's a bit dank, with some lockers in it, but you can kind of go use them, get changed, and come out. And in the process of actually standing in the line and going through each of the 13 fountains is pretty epic. So we stood in it for a little while and went, far, this is going to take all day. And we ended up just queue jumping, because there's I don't know, there's maybe 8 or 9 of them on one side of the area, and then there's like the last 3 or so are on the other side. So we actually just cut across in the end and just went straight to the last one, just to do it with the kids and to have that kind of experience. And it was really fun and enjoyable. And there's a few other things you can explore in the area as well, just other kind of temple structures and so forth. There's also a pond that's just full to the brim with carp, and there's a restaurant that faces right onto that, which you can get some pretty cheap classic Balinese food in it, like mee goreng and so forth. So that's there for you as well. But just be aware that when you exit the temple, it's one of those classic Indonesian tourist attractions where on the exit, you're walking through a maze of shops for what seems an age to get back out to the parking spot. Honestly, it feels like it goes forever, but you will get out of it. Just keep following it and you'll eventually pop out back in the parking lot. Went to the ancient ruins, the 11th century ruins. They're called, I think they're called Gunung Kawi, and they were awesome, really awesome. Took, 400 steps or something straight down, or 300 steps straight down and straight up, which isn't that many, except when it's 150,000 degrees humidity and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Look, I was really impressed. It's a World Heritage listed site. I think it's really easy to forget just how deep Balinese culture goes, especially if you just see on a beach at Kuta, smashing a long neck of bintang, or up in your resort in Nusa Dua, or even doing a yoga class in Ubud. It's easy not to just think about, how rich and ancient the Indonesian culture is, the Balinese culture is. And I really just thoroughly enjoy going and seeing what they had created, 1,000 years ago. And walking through it and amongst it, it was so uncrowded and so peaceful. I totally recommend doing it.
just been at the ancient ruins of, I think it's Gunung Kawi? Gunung Kawi?
Yeah, Gunung Kawi.
Gunung Kawi. I've just been at the ancient ruins there, so they're from the 11th
What do you want to pair?
century, and we just climbed out to 300 steps up to the top in classic Bali afternoon humidity. It's a little bit hot, but totally worth it. It cost us 50,000 per adult and 25,000 for the kids. They give you a sarong that you can wear down there, and yeah, like you get down there and there's just these unbelievable kind of shrines carved into the rock, and then there's this secret spot in the back of this kind of almost like a cave that they've kind of carved right down into the rock and then built a shrine within the rock with an entranceway and everything. It was epic. And amazing for the kids to see, amazing for us to see. So if you're in Ubud, I highly recommend making sure you include that. And it's not too far from the Holy Springs. I almost killed a dog. And on the way from the rice paddies. It's not too far from the rice paddies either, so definitely worth doing while you're in Ubud.
And then we finished off by going out to this waterfall. I can't pronounce it. It was I put a link in below, but Birating, but Rebubating waterfall, something like that. And it was sick. It was really good too. So Blangsinga Waterfall, yeah, it didn't really come up on any of my searches when you're doing the best waterfalls around Ubud. There's so many options to choose from. And this one didn't quite come up. It was actually recommended to us by our driver for the day, and he said this is actually a really cool one you want to go to. And I didn't go see any others, so I can't really compare it directly, but I thought it was really, really cool. There was a nominal fee to get in. It was about $2 or $3 Australian, I think, per person to get kind of through the gate. And the long walk down, you're kind of getting an idea of the scale of it. There's the kind of beach clubby resort thing that you can go to if you want to go have a swim in the pool. At sunsets, it's really lovely at sunset. Sunsets right down through the canyon and kind of bathes it all in this lovely glow. And you get down the bottom and you can have a swim. There is some change rooms down there. They're pretty basic, but there is somewhere that you can get changed if you can't get changed underneath your towel. So obviously, but try and bring a towel. If you've got a hooded towel or something like that, you can get changed under. That's even better. It's all very rocky and kind of a little bit hard on the feet. There's a lot of people who went down there just to kind of see it and not go for a swim. But the kids and I, we went for a swim, and given the heat of the day, and the humidity and everything we'd already done in this big, huge day in Ubud, it was just so much fun going for a swim, and the kids were really looking forward to it, and it really delivered. So I actually recommend this waterfall, and like I said, I haven't seen any of the other ones, so I don't know how it compares, but I can tell you that this particular one was pretty awesome. And so we did all of that in one day, and having that idea of just kind of like being able to get into the air-conditioned car and have a break and get to the next place and then sweat it out, and then get back into the car and have be able to have a drink in aircon and get off our feet for however long it took to get to the next place, worked really well. Like, all the kids were in much better shape when we got back than they were from doing a small, like 2 or 3 hours walking around the streets yesterday. So it was a really good plan, worked really well. We spent I don't know how much money we spent, I did work it out. Almost $200 for the day. So that's not too bad really, considering how much we got to see. Having a private driver and having to stuff around trying to work out how to get rides or blag people or anything. Obviously if you're on your own, you'd probably just have a bike. But with a family of 5, it's just a bit harder. Yeah, so that was pretty good. When we got home exhausted, the Nefertari villas that we were staying in had prepared a really lovely dinner for us as well, so that was great. So you're probably wondering why we didn't sleep, and it was to do just with the stress of trying to work out what's happening tomorrow. So me and my wife, we went on the same page. I thought we had a hotel on hold, and they were just waiting for us to confirm, and I was just waiting to see. There was a chance that I was going to do a review of a hotel, and I just didn't want to book one and then have a review come through, but the review didn't come through in the end. And mostly because we're just too late to the party with our plans. But it wasn't on hold, and she actually said no, we're not going to take it. So we worked out that we're flying out to Hanoi in about 5 hours from now. We have nowhere to stay, which is easily solved. We just got to jump on a computer, I guess, and work that out. But the problem is that the next 10 days after that we have booked in, and I thought we hadn't booked in the next 10 days. So I thought kind of the whole thing was on hold until pending whether we took this hotel. And there was a cruise of Halong Bay that we were like umming and ahhing between 2 options. But that's not what had happened. My wife had actually booked it all in. And I can see how I can understand from the way that she was speaking, in hindsight, that's what she did say, but I just misinterpreted it at the time. So I was just going around thinking, okay, sweet, I've got room to play here, but I don't. So we hadn't looked at the weather forecast at all, and it's just so stupid. I don't know why we didn't. We just didn't. We've been in Bali now for 12 days, 13 if you count the day we flew in, and we haven't had a drop of rain, and so you just don't think about it. So The second day we were in Hanoi, it's forecast to flash flood. Like 60 mils of rain is supposed to drop. And that's the day we're supposed to be doing a cyclo tour and going to all these things, right? We booked them in. And then we're getting this train overnight to Sapa, and then we're only in Sapa for 2 days, and for both days it's torrential rain. Like 30 mils each day. And then the rain stops the day we leave, and then we're landing back in, and then we're going to Halong Bay, and it's supposed to rain the whole entire time, not just rain, thunderstorm. And it's like we've managed to actually book it in to follow the rain, as opposed to, and I was like, okay, it's all right, we're just flexible, you know. We'll just go straight to Sapa, do that while it's sunny, and then come back to Hanoi once the flash floods are finished, and then go, you know, we'll just rearrange it, but we can't, because it's already booked in. So it's super stressful, because it's cost us a lot of money. And it's not just like, oh, there's a 50% chance of a couple of mils of rain, like that classic kind of Sydney forecast you get, which is just like, oh yeah, it might rain, it never does. This is 100% chance of a shit ton of rain. So we're just going to have to hope it like all falls during the night, or just kind of like, I mean, it's Southeast Asia, right? The whole lot could just dump down in a fair bit of time. But we looked at the hour by hours, and the hour by hour is just like pretty consistent. So I don't know. Hopefully it just makes for a different kind of adventure. I mean, you get to still do everything, and the kids don't lose their crap too much. I mean, don't get too soaked. But yeah, so it's going to make for an interesting couple of hours. Got to pack the entire house up, get everyone out, get them fed, get everything sorted to get to a new country, get to the airport, get checked through the airport, get into the airport, get on a plane, and sometime in all of that, book a hotel like for tonight, last minute, for 3 nights, and also try and work out if we can change any of our plans with the people that we've organised it with. Wish me luck.